Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. It is May Day, or May 1st, whatever you want to call it. And today we're talking about new knives. Let's get into it. We'll jump right in with the first butterfly knife I have ever seen from Dagger Knives with the Monarch. So first of all, I think that might just be the best name for a butterfly knife that's ever been given because it's a butterfly, you know, the Monarch butterfly. But Monarch also sounds cool and kingly. It's a really great name for a knife. Just gold star Dagger Knives on naming this one. And also gold star on building this one. This is a bit of a smaller one with this pocket clip. So it feels like an everyday carry knife. Great for cutting, great for slicing whatever. An interesting dagger blade, sort of in line with the Dagger brand. Titanium handles, VG10 blade for $170. That is nearly unheard of for butterfly knife pricing, and it flips really well. Let's see, I believe that's on bushings? Yeah, that's on bushings. Bushings, titanium handles, VG10 blade, solid flipper, great pocket clip. It's an everyday carry bally, through and through. I got nothing bad to say about it. And $170 is such a good deal. I really hope to see more Monarchs in the future. I'd like to see some maybe different blade shapes too. I think a Tanto Monarch. Next up is the Benchmade Knives Mini Claymore. So the Claymore came out a couple of years ago. The originally was serrated and they gave it a Tanto and a plain edge. And now it's here with a Mini. It comes with the mini deep carry pocket clip as well. Still that same powerful automatic action, as well as the fun Morse code here along the side, which says FTE or front towards enemy, because that's the Claymore way. This one, I feel like is about the size of a bug out, maybe just a touch smaller, and it just fills out the hand just enough. So if you're looking for an everyday carry automatic, you're gonna be kind of hard pressed to beat the Claymore in my opinion, because you're getting a fairly light build. It's easy to wield, it's snappy, it's got the secondary lock, so it's not gonna go off in your pocket, but a nice big knurled button, easy to get your thumb on, it's not gonna slide off. It's just a great knife. CPM D2 as well. Great toughness, great edge retention. It's a really solid knife for $207. And I have just been loving Benchmade autos lately. In fact, at SHOT Show, I held this one and I held the new CLA with MagnaCut that's coming out. And I think I'm gonna have to buy both of them. They're just both really good. Next up, going a little bit more budget friendly, we have the Olight Roboto. And this one, I feel like has sort of a Japanese inspired to it, but still that Americanized Tanto blade. It's got this G10 handle, and in classic Olight fashion, I love that they kind of always throw in a splash of reference to themselves. If you look into the liners here, the liners are this like sort of sapphire blue color, and that's how all the bezels are on Olight knives. So it's got the blue liners, it's got this green G10 handle, comes in a few other colors as well, a 154 cm blade, and a deep carry pocket clip. It's a great knife for a righty or a lefty, great everyday carry knife. Built really well, great materials, great everything, and it's 84 bucks, 84.95. So it's so hard to say that knives are getting ridiculously expensive these days when you look at knives like the Olight Roboto or this next one, the Real Steel Sakura, because they are such good knives for such good prices. Speaking of the Sakura, this one's a real steel. Same sort of crossbar lock mechanism there. This one's got the reversible deep carry pocket clip. You can see it has the pocket for that here on the back. And then a K110 blade. K110 is sort of the bowler version of D2, and it has a very nice distal taper, giving you a very precise point. And what I really enjoy about this is this handle, which kind of has a wraparound steel here. So it's like it was cut out on flat and then wrapped around, giving sort of an integral feel. Very, very comfortable in the hand. It's gonna slice really well for you as well. And then the thumb stud action is just like lightning. So fast, so easy to run. I am very much enjoying this knife. I'm very curious to see when reviewers get a hold of this, how they're gonna go about disassembling this knife. But for the price, honestly, I would just replace it before I had to disassemble it. $69.95, getting you a knife like this. So good, so smooth, so good. Like the sound. Sometimes you forget how good a knife sounds is a valuable thing. Anyway, next up, keeping it with real steel, we have the Luna Eco. So the Luna was originally a slip joint. In fact, we had an exclusive with a carbon fiber hand a little while ago. And I loved the design. I was just looking for a little bit more of a snappy action, and they've delivered. So this one's got a thumb stud, which is really easy to run, and a steel frame lock. And this thing just rockets open. Super nice, super slim. Even though it's steel handle, it doesn't feel super heavy, and that might be because you'll even catch in B-roll. It has very deeply skeletonized liners. So, well, not liners, but like the handle is milled out in there, so it weighs a lot less. In fact, the feel of it reminds me more of titanium than stainless steel, which is saying a lot, especially for this thing's price. $48.50 at Blade HQ right now. You can get this very slick everyday carry folder with one of the least obtrusive pocket clips I've ever seen. But I love the Luna series. I just am very excited to see it with a lock and a thumb stud now. Next up, we have the QSP Puffin, and this one is one you might not have seen before. This is sort of the luxury model. It's got an S35 VN blade, a titanium frame lock handle, and this carbon fiber inlay. So I'm gonna play a little game with you. Go to bladehq.com right now and look at titanium frame locks with S35 VN blades. You are going to find a lot of very expensive knives. But this one says, I'm not gonna play your game of expensive knives. This is $138.55, which is a lot less expensive than a lot of folders that use objectively downgraded materials to this. But this, like QSP, quality, service, price. And that's what they deliver here. You get a really great knife that will run really well, good customer service department, and a steal of a deal at $138.55. What a great bang for your buck. If you've been thinking, I need to get me a titanium frame lock, but I'm not sure I'm ready to blow a ton of money on like a Wii or a Riot, then I would highly recommend checking out the Puffin from QSP. It's a very clean design, a very usable design, and it's a very affordable knife. Next up, coming from Switzerland, we have the Victorinox Evoke. So this one reminds me of some of their hunter knives, but it feels a little bigger in the hand to me. I don't have one handy to juxtapose. This one also has a great big pocket clip and this lanyard hole out the back. So it feels like a hard user with the A-LOX handles, the aluminum, but it's also slim and pocketable. And I think that's kind of the Victorinox way. We've all seen the crazy things people can do with Swiss Army knives, and they just keep on ticking. They keep sliding in and out of the pocket every single day with no trouble at all. I think if you like that about a Swiss Army knife, but you want to make it big, beefy, and ready to go carve wood or survive in the woods or whatever, check out the Evoke. And also, like Swiss Army knives, not ridiculous pricing either. This one goes for $120 at Blade HQ right now. Comes in a few different colorways. I picked this one because this sort of champagne-y tan and the black just looks good to me. But man, I'm loving that pocket clip. Sometimes pocket clips get a little small. Like on this guy, it works for a smaller knife, but on a big knife, you want a big clip. But here, you get a very nice sized clip for a knife of this size. And I don't care how big your paw is, you are gonna have plenty of real estate for this knife. And the last knife on the table, we have the USA-made Tour Knives Merchant 2.0. And this one, I must say I really am enjoying it. A lot of tour knives feel very tactical to me, and I know that that's sort of their way. They are veterans of our United States military, and we're very grateful for their service. And they made knives for people much like them, but I'm just a regular guy. I work an office job, and this is the tour knife that speaks to me the most. It's a premium titanium frame lock, nice S35 VN blade, slick action, not too fast, not too slow, flicky if I want it to be, really comfortable handle, really lightweight build, $295. That's really not ridiculous for a USA-made knife, great materials and a great build quality, and also coming from the great people over at Tour Knives. Anyway, that is a lot of new knives for the week. Let us know which one's your favorite, and I'm also most curious about what y'all think about this particular knife right here, the Sakura. That integral back is the first thing, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like an integral anywhere near this price point. So I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.